Okay, so we're live now.
And we're live.
Hopefully my internet will be able to manage it. Fingers crossed. Because I think I'm streaming at 1080p as well.
Okay.
Is it the link that was posted on the 23rd of August? Then important.
I will double
It's the
check
link
for
that
you.
the link that was just sent in
Yes.
open mic night just a minute ago.
Yeah, for everybody who's watching us live right now, we're just doing some back channel rambling. So please bear with us while we get this sorted out.
Oh, hey guys.
Thanks,
Hey, we're live at the right time, but we haven't got our shit together.
You can't do all of it at once. Come on, surely.
All right, Charlotte, you're now added as a channel moderator. So if we need you,
Okay, yeah, cool. I see that.
okay, cool, good stuff.
Looks like I'm a mechanic now.
Okay. Oh yeah, you've got like a little gear icon thing. Like I can see
Yeah, a little wrench
Tony's...
beside my name.
Yeah. Okay. So we got quite a few people in chat. Thanks everybody for making the time to come and watch us live. I'm not sure how long the lag is going to be. It's probably going to be at least 10 seconds. But yeah, that's fine. I tried to do some testing with it the other day because this is the first time we're coming back onto YouTube to do live stuff, and it seemed like the lag wasn't too bad. So we'll see.
We're about 12 seconds right now.
Okay.
Could somebody repost the GTO link in game chat, please? I can find it in open mic.
Oh, the GTOV. Yeah, sorry.
It's on the,
It's in important. If you go to the T2K important, and it's the one that Ed posted.
Yeah, that was the one I was using. Okay, let's try again.
It ends in 7EN. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll do my little blurb because I'll do a little bit of editing after this is live. Cut the front off.
Cool.
Yeah, so people, we did talk on our Discord about this change from Twitch back over to YouTube, and I know I recorded some videos on both platforms to kind of quickly discuss that. But yeah, hopefully this will work out better in the long run. It does actually mean a little bit less work for me with just being on one platform, so hopefully this will be good for everyone. I know they're probably, can't please everyone, so probably there's some diehard Twitch users out there that won't be happy with the move, but
Just focus on me.
yeah.
You shot it.
So here we are. This is episode 2. I should probably start from the beginning, actually. So give me a second. I'll do a quick pause. And I'll do a proper show intro.
The kids are back in school now. There's a lot of parents in the school run who can't make it to a live stream tabletop RPG exactly on time. So we always make sure to do a little buffer, give them a chance. Life goes on. Stay alert.
Thank you, Adam.
No problem.
We're ready for you, Matt.
Hello and welcome back to Three Skulls Tavern. I'm Matt, your host, and we're back with episode 2 of our Twilight 2000 actual play. And just to give the usual caveat, we are using the work-in-progress playtest rules, which are not available to the public yet. So please take every rule that you that you see us discussing or that you can kind of glean from how we're playing with a pinch of salt, because it could be changing before certainly before the alpha gets released to all the Kickstarter backers, and most certainly a lot of it will be changed before the final version lands. So that big caveat out of the way, we're ready to play. So I'm gonna hand over to Ed and we'll get started.
Yes, thank you very much, Matt. So I guess we'll just jump straight into it because there's no time like the present. In fact, I like doing this in my normal games. So we'll say, Charlotte, what happened last session? I like to pick on people. That's great.
Oh boy.
So we were walking down the street, and then these Russians started shooting at us. So we ran away. Done.
Cool, excellent. That was
Wow.
nice and straightforward.
That was 2 hours?
Oh yeah, there was the rules thing they had to kind of work through.
And the setting pitch and everything.
Yeah. So you managed to run south from Radom outside of being chased by the 4th Guards, 4th Soviet Guards, after the 5th Infantry, which you were all attached to, had been destroyed, or at least been broken up to wherever they've run off to. You have managed to escape and made your way south, west, outside of the city. You managed to have a bit of a short break and a short stop in a sort of park area, which was just south of Radom. And the leader of your group, Kyle Hardy, who is the captain of your unit, has directed you to head southwest. Yeah, southwest, across the farmland, towards Kielce and Apoc, if I remember correctly. Yep. So if anyone's can speak Polish and they want to kind of tell me how I should pronounce that, that'd be great. So you set off first thing in the morning after a restless night in the woods. You managed to kind of get a bit of shut-eye and just to kind of do a bit of tidying up of what happened last time. I do believe Viv hurt her ankle rushing to get out of the line of fire. Unfortunately, she didn't rest enough to do that. So she is still got a bit of a gammy ankle, but as soon as you find a decent place to rest up, then you reckon a bit of elevating, sort of like for 4 or 5 hours, should be fine for you.
Oh, my aching.
She was.
I've never heard anyone complain as much as you for something as minor as this.
I'm an old lady. I need my beauty sleep.
Jesus
Excellent. So you start walking through the farmland, heading southwest. Now, the way travel works in Twilight 2000 is similar-ish, if anyone's ever played Forbidden Lands. The day is kind of broken into 4 shifts, morning, day, evening, and night. And during those shifts, you can travel around the large map. Because you're all walking, it's pretty straightforward. You can travel in a shift on a road, 2 hexes, off-road, 1 hex. And generally, you would normally march for a shift, or if you really wanted to, you could march for 2 shifts. But that would be a forced march. So
that would be like 20 kilometers?
That would be like 20 kilometers. Yeah. And so in obviously, if it was non-wartime, you could probably travel faster than that, but you obviously got to keep a lookout for any kind of enemies, or keeping yourself low. You're not necessarily striding really fast. So you're obviously trying to take it fairly carefully. And so you decide, well, in fact, you don't decide, you're given orders by your captain that you will travel the first hex south, which I will move you now. One of the nice things about this is that when you move into a new hex, there's a few things that you can do. Similarly to the other game, there's a few stuff that you do. You can keep watch if someone wants to do that. It is usually a recon roll. And what that means is that if there's any kind of encounters along the way, you have a percentage chance to actually spot the encounter before the encounter spots you. So it's always helpful to have someone assigned to keep watch, probably your point person, or in this case, probably your point boy. Everyone looks at Dom.
Yep.
If you wanted to, you can stop around a bit and forage. You could hunt. You could fish. You could rest. You could sleep, or you can explore a hex.
Could I raise a point of order? I'm just thinking about
Sure.
the lads that we left behind in Radon.
Yep.
Is there a mechanic for sort of rear guard? Is there sort of can we maybe scout to see if we've been pursued out into the woods?
You can indeed. If you wanted to sort of explore the whole hex, which is what you'd be doing, you're actually moving into that area and actually looking around for any friendlies.
Okay.
And that would take you an entire shift to do that. So the way it works is that time in Twilight 2000 is broken down into 3 different times, which is rounds, which is between 5 and 10 seconds, a stretch, which is between 5 and 10 minutes, and a shift, which is between 5 and 10 hours. And it's nice and vague so that you can kind of fit whatever you want to do into that time. Clearly, obviously, there's 4 sections to a day, so on average, it's going to be 6 hours.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if I'm invested enough to spend 5 to 10 hours on that.
Yeah, no. But clearly, if you wanted to, you could. I'd happily say if you wanted to make a recon roll to try and spot anyone who's come this way or who's, or if there's anything on the horizon, that kind of thing, then I'm more than happy for you to do that. So
Why don't we try then?
So what I could say is if you wanted to do that, I have no problem with you moving just slightly slower.
Okay.
And maybe sort of...
That makes sense. Makes sense with my ankle.
Yeah, makes sense with your ankle. So you could do that. So I really, part of the rules for this is to kind of give random encounters every time you go into a hex, which requires a set of playing cards. And I have done that already. And so as you start your trek through the farmland, it's very flat here in Poland. It's hedgerows, burned out buildings, which is sort of like usually on the roads. Where you're actually traveling through is mostly disused farmland, upturned soil from craters. And so you're traveling across that. So it's not like the best ground to be walking on. But by doing so, you are sort of slightly exposed to anyone who happens to be watching as well. But thankfully, because of the hedgerows, you'd have to be fairly close for anyone to really spot you, unless there was someone in a raised position. Sorry?
I would probably be taking point with Dom or behind Dom, most likely. So if Dom is in front just scouting, I will probably with my gun ready and, just also be on alert. Probably, I don't know, maybe Angel should be on the back of the... I don't know if we are on a line or what is the march that we are taking, but I guess the formation, but probably on a line.
Yeah, Carl will probably happily have you staggered in a staggered formation.
Okay.
So that you're all bunched up together and you're not all sort of in a handy line.
I'm okay to make this recon roll?
Yeah, so Matt, if you'd like to make a recon roll for just keeping watch, Adam, if you'd like to make a recon roll for looking for any kind of signs of any friendlies passing by. Charlotte, did you want to help Adam do that, or are you happy to just continue marching? And
I can probably help Dom, no, since I'm close to him.
So only one person can actually make a keeping watch roll, but you could do other things while you're moving. So,
what would I use for that? Like recon?
Yeah, be a recon roll. Just kind of look around, and
so I don't have anything in recon.
So you just make.
You can sit on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tall. I'm tall as a tree.
You're freaking tall, yeah.
Yeah, but then you don't want a freaking redhead sitting on your shoulders. I'll stand out like a freaking candle.
Oh, fair.
You asked
go
me
ahead
for
and make a recon roll.
Adam's made a roll as well. Was that for recon, Adam, or something else?
Yes.
Let's have a quick look.
So one success, the recon roll, that's a D10 for intelligence and a D8 for the recon.
Okay, brilliant.
Do I still need a roll too?
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great.
I failed.
Okay, no problem.
And I won't push that.
What is Don up to? Dom up to? Is he getting underfoot? Is he a good point man?
Yeah, I mean he's fairly quiet, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
not
quick and kind of quick on my feet and spry and whatever, but maybe I'm just a little bit distracted because of the firefight or something. So I'm not. Anyway, I failed my roll, so whatever that means.
Okay.
I'm not going to push this one. So in the chat, the people are saying for us to push, but I actually want to see what happens when we fail a recon roll.
Okay.
So yeah. Everyone push.
Sorry, Charlotte, were you going to do anything?
Okay, so since I have no skill in this and just the attribute.
Yep. You
Would
would
I just roll the attribute?
Yeah. And if you got a 1, then you would botch.
Okay.
Or fumble, I think they call it.
I got a D10 in my intelligence. And I got a 1.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Excellent.
I knew
Right.
I shouldn't have fucking rolled.
Yeah. Right, so as you kind of are moving on through, looking around, making sure that, is there anyone around? Clearly, Dom, you don't see anybody. Tony, who's kind of following Dom, is also looking to where Dom is showing where he thinks might be things, but it doesn't turn out to be anything. Viv and Angel are sort of looking around towards sort of like the staggered back part of the group, kind of looking around, trying to see if we can do that. Angel keeps kind of like asking questions of Viv, and so what that happens is that Viv's fumble means that Viv's fumble, Angel's fumble means that poor old Viv gets distracted by Angel. You end up having a bit of a conversation and don't spot anything. And sort of about
What's that go?
mid-morning, the heavens open and it just starts to rain. And it just rains and it rains. And you're sort of stuck in the fields as you're kind of wandering along the farmland. All the destroyed farmland starts turning to mud. And very quickly you find yourselves wading through rivers of mud and water. It's a very unpleasant. None of you really have any kind of proper water kit for yourselves. You don't have any ponchos.
Pulling up collar on my black vinyl trench coat.
My appearance, I've talked about my prized Vans, so I'm not very happy at all about what's going on.
Just tie up laces and stow them around your neck.
No, probably not going to do that, but I might be tempted, but yeah.
You want to ride on my back, boy?
With your ankle?
Brain.
Don't think that's a good idea.
I just tried to cover my gun a little bit.
Yeah.
It's alright, I like you.
You do?
What was that?
You do? You like me?
Yeah, you're alright. You're alright, by old Viv.
Dom kind of puffs his chest out a bit and is kind of like, all right, yeah, I could do this.
You just need to learn not to try so hard.
As you continue on during the day, the visibility is very poor. You can't see very far. The rain hitting the mud and the streams of water make a horrendous noise. You're wet, you're tired, and as you get towards the end of the day, in front of you, you see a small barn. It's kind of a bit ramshackled, but it seems to have a roof on it, and what's left of 2 or 2.5 walls. And the captain asks Leo and Dom to just pop ahead and make sure there's no one in there.
Come on, kid, let's go.
I'm going to try and sneak. I'll kind of turn to Leo. All right, let's try and be quiet, yeah? Just in case there's someone in there.
I don't think anybody's
Okay.
gonna hear us with all this rain. But
But you
okay.
never know. You've
I
got
laugh.
you've got big feet. Just try and be quiet.
Yeah, don't worry, kid. I'm here.
There is a lot of squelching as you
And
make
under
your
my
way
breath, I'll be like,
towards it.
don't call me a kid." But you not quite, so you can probably hear me.
Yeah,
Alright,
you
so yeah.
slowly approach the barn.
Mhm.
If you'd like to make some rolls for
Recon again, is it?
sneaking, yeah, for recon,
It's recon? Okay.
it is.
I've got a 7, so I got a single success.
Yep.
So I don't have anything on that, so I will just roll my intelligence, which
Yep.
is D8. D8. Four.
Okay.
So nothing.
Okay, you make your way towards the barn. As you kind of scout around it, you can see there's no one in there. It doesn't look like there's much of anything in there. Maybe some old hay that's kind of pretty much damp through and rotting, but that's all.
Okay. So I guess I'll turn back and give a thumbs up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm. Tell them that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check the perimeter just to make sure there's nothing around. I don't know if there is any trees or anything that.
There's some shrub land.
Is it wide open or?
Yeah, it's fairly wide open. It's on the edge of a field, in the corner of where 3 or 4 fields meet. So it's kind of there's where the actual where the shack is. You've got a field heading off to the north, a field heading off to the south, and a field heading off to the west. To the east, there's some scrubland and a few bits of trees. And there's sort of perpendicular rows of bushes and trees that kind of sort of hide it from any kind of main area. You figure the road is probably about 4 or 5 kilometers to the south. So it's actually a bit out of the way.
So we'll just probably provide cover in case needed.
Mhm.
You know, we'll just be checking if I see anything and have the gun ready.
Yep.
when
Okay.
everyone comes. And I am like, come on, guys.
The captain says, Angel, do you want to take point? Come on, Viv, let's go.
Give off a quick yes, sir, then start heading towards.
As you wish, your captainship.
Why do I put up with her?
We got a little bit of a problem with authority here.
Yeah.
The captain is not recognizing Viv's authority.
Yeah, you make your way to the shack. It's at least dry inside, or at least about 80% dry inside. Yeah, it means that you've got a place to spend the night if you wish.
Viv is going to immediately sort of colossally collapse onto the straw, peel off her soaking Dr. Martens. Oh, emigrate, they said. Streets paved with gold, they said.
It's never what they tell you. They always tell you it's going to be awesome, that it's going to be full of adventure, and nah.
You're bloody right.
The captain sort of shakes his head, and and says, Leo, if you want to take first watch, that'd be great. Dom, you think you can sort out like a sort of a spare area here that we can kind of make into a usable sort of seating area that's going to be dry?
Okay.
Angel, anything you can do?
I will attend to Viv's ankle to make sure that it is set up for a proper recovery while we rest.
Yep. And Viv
Oh,
is
bless you, my dear.
Okay. So it's the end of the day shift and going into the evening. There isn't really much in the way of being able to make a camp, particularly. You pretty much have to just lay where you are, unless anyone who's going to decide to want to make camp, think they can do anything about it.
I'm just walking around the
But
perimeter, probably.
Sure.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you work around the perimeter, and just making sure there's no one around. You can only see about sort of 20 meters in front of you with all the rain, and it's bucketing down. Thankfully, you're sort of like the beginning of summer, and so it's not exactly cold, but it's not very nice.
Let's do this.
So you mentioned I was asked to basically make camp, right?
Yeah.
Do we make a roll for that?
You can do if you think you can use anything. So there's two things you can do. You can either just dump yourself down when making camp and just hope for the best, or you can attempt to use whatever you think you can get your hands on, and that requires a survival roll.
Yeah, so I'll probably scrounge around like the area and see if I can find anything that can help to make a more comfortable camp.
Okay, if you want to do that, that'd be great.
Survival, yeah. So it's also
It is.
D10 and a D8.
Oh, hey, kind of like as an aside,
Push
since it
that.
wouldn't really take too much to get this sorted out, if we were to set our canteens and our water carriers outside while it rains to funnel water in, could we do that pretty much freely?
Yep, you can do that freely, and you can fill up your canteens, no problem.
So I got a single success by pushing the roll.
Okay,
It did come up with a 1 on the other dice.
that's fine as long as you only you need 2 dice to fumble it for a mishap, so that's not a problem. So you do indeed make the best thing out of this bad situation.
And the cost of the push?
The cost of the push, you didn't. Well, that's a good question. I think it's 1. What is the? Is it stress?
Stress for intelligence. Yeah.
Yes, it's one stress then for you. I will make a note of that.
Put up my character sheet as well. All right.
But yes, so what happens is you probably end up taking a bit of time just kind of getting some planks rearranged so it doesn't rain inside. Maybe, I don't know if there's anything else you might want to do.
But that's basically more or less it. Looking around for, I mean, it's basically like a barn that's partially collapsed, right? So there must be must be wood around that I can find, or stuff like if I lift up planks, like rotten planks or something, maybe there's something underneath it that we can use, like old tarps or something. I have no idea. So
yeah, no, that's fine.
That sort of thing.
Yeah. And you actually make a fairly decent place. It means that you'll be able to stay dry for the evening, which is always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just pick that off. Right. So while you do that, a couple of you can do a few other things. So you're Charlotte. You're going to collect water with everyone's canteens, and while it's raining, you can pretty much do that. There's a few sort of
Collect some of delicious sky vinegar.
I mean, it's not like you have to worry about sort of fallout or anything, so you're fine. Okay.
You have to boil it.
Well, it's a fair old way for the next where the last nuclear bomb went off down in Kielch. So if you look at the map,
There would still be particles in the air that could potentially be radioactive.
Yep.
But if we have iodine, that could help knock some of that out. Like a drop of each in each canteen or something.
If any of you have got iodine tablets in your gear or inventory, that'd be great.
Yeah, no.
I would think either
Look at that
myself or
evil
the captain
GM.
would.
Wow. Do you have a medical kit?
I think I did. Didn't I get one when we
think
rolled
you
for
might.
gear?
I think we did. So yes, you will have some iodine in there.
You need to put that in your equipment
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, update your equipment. Yeah, I forgot about
Who
that.
needs
So
equipment?
yes, you make it up as we go along, surely.
Us?
Yeah.
No.
No. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can mix some iodine with that, and then ta-da!
Woo.
Nicely thought out.
Good knowledge.
There's years of experience.
Actually, chat helped remind me of the iodine for knocking that out.
Guys, what?
This is metagaming. Don't metagame.
I like it.
Let's all say thank you to Gregory Anderson.
Amazing. Okay. And then once you've kind of done that, Dom, yeah, you've got a very decent place to sleep. So you've got the evening shift to kind of eat the food that you've got. I think you've got some MREs and some cans of stuff. So if anyone wants to try and make a fire, it'll be a bit difficult. But it does mean that you can have a nice dry place to sleep. So as the light starts to fade, starts to turn into evening, and you're kind of sitting in the shack. You're pretty certain, Leo, that it'd be difficult for anyone to kind of get here without sort of being seen from the shack, and it'd be a bit of a nightmare trying to actually go through the fields at night without any kind of light source. And so you reckon you'd probably be able to see that, so you can kind of more or less stay dry on the edges of the shelter. So you can stay dry as well without having to be outside. And as
probably on one side where I can also check on the people inside what they're doing, because you said there are like 2 walls, so probably I can,
yeah, so you can kind of move back towards. And so sort of as the evening draws in, the rain starts to ease, and it sort of turns into a bit more of a dribble rather than a full-on shower, and you're left to sort of like your own devices, sitting in this probably 8 meter by 6 meter shack. I'll leave it to you to discuss or talk about things. The captain pretty much settles himself into a corner and asks to be waking up sort of halfway through so he can help with the shift for a watch. Other than that, he's going to go to sleep, leaving you 4 to kind of chat amongst yourselves.
There you go. So I will just sit there put my feet against the wall, one of my feet against the wall with the gun up and just looking at all the different, at the group inside. Are you comfy, guys? Can you spare some rations? I actually didn't bring any. I only have water.
I'm probably trying to collect, or like holding my shoes out in the rain and then scrubbing to try and get the mud off as much as I can. And just like really focused on that. And swearing every now and again.
Gotta get all those specks off.
It's not working. I haven't got anything good to scrub them with, so yeah. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
It's now a good time to charitably offer one of my 2 cans of generic food. The label's come off, but it should still be good.
What's inside? What do you have?
Well, I crack one open, I look in. Is it orange? It's fucking orange, mate. Have a look.
I've never heard of oranges inside a can. I mean,
I'm not saying it's oranges. It's just orange.
Peaches, probably.
It's not.
I asked
food,
someone
right?
to pop over like a field bit of crockery, a little tin, whatever. And I just don't ignore the I'm not do the action.
This isn't LARP. Come on.
Plop the matter in the can onto the plate. It's just this perfect orange impression of a can of food. I take a knife and bring it down the middle. It falls into two perfect segmented pieces. It's not the most appetizing, but matters matter. In the grim darkness of the year 2000, beggars can be choosers.
They sure can be. I pull out my spoon and I say, okay, I'm gonna dip in, man. And then I very carefully take a little bit, just a little bit, just to try.
Adam, what is it?
I
know what?
for one, and I'm waiting to find out.
Tell you what, it's good enough. I'm way too hungry. And I just...
It's not sweet, that's for sure. It's some kind of savory curry in a can, maybe.
They say that hunger's the best fucking sauce, and I think that's borne out by what we've seen here tonight. I tuck in.
Yep.
We all need to eat.
The rest
don't
of
we?
you all kind of have to eat unless
Yeah.
anyone wants to suddenly be starving.
All right. I think seeing Viv tuck in, I'm gonna, slide my now very damp. Well, my shoes were already damp. I'm gonna slide them back on, and feed myself.
No. You keep your shoes off until they dry. And you know what? Change your socks if you can as well. We don't need you getting foot rot all around here.
Change my socks? What do you mean?
Your socks are damp. Damp socks will make your feet rot.
Yeah, but I haven't got
Rotten feet will have to amputate your foot.
I haven't got spare socks.
Then leave your socks off for a little while and let them dry out, along with your shoes.
All right. I'll do that.
And that goes for all of you as well.
Trying to find how much food we've got. Oh yeah, 2 rations.
Well, I'll do that once I'm done with with my shift.
Yep. So just to let you know, if anyone else wants to know as well, if you fail to eat a ration of food at least once per day, after a day without food, you become starving. Starving has several effects. You can't heal any damage in any way. You can't recover from any kind of stress that you've received. And after a week, you end up getting a point of damage. If you then end up incapacitated by damage while starving, you die after another week without food. So you kind of want to eat.
Also, you're obliged to talk in Macho Man Randy Savage's voice while you're under that condition.
And the same thing applies to drinking as well. So every day you have to drink. If you don't, then you can't heal damage, you can't recover stress, and it's very similar. Except instead of it being week, it's per day.
Okay.
It's what?
It's per day.
Right.
So
Yeah,
instead of
sorry.
it being a week, so every day you don't have a drink, you take a point of damage. And the same thing happens with not being able to sleep properly, and also if you're cold and hypothermic. Similar sorts of things happen there as well.
Yeah, I don't think I actually rolled for food or water.
Oh boy.
That's not good, is it?
Didn't you give us? I thought you gave us.
I did.
Stuff.
I think I did give you some. So I think for those that were military, I think you got some rations. Let me just have a quick look for you. And I will tell you what you had. Sorry, talk amongst yourself while I find that.
So I'm carrying around a plastic carrier bag with 2 rations of food in it, and I'm gonna rule that they're tins of some sort of sausage.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're not particularly good sausages, but tinned in brine. But that's all that salt means it's gonna last a really long time.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm eating sausages for my tea.
Okay.
Well, I'm eating this. I'm like, oh man, I really miss the food from home. Haven't tried a proper carajo in, I don't know, how long have you been here? A year now?
What's
The
that?
captain.
Years? Oh,
What's that?
carajo?
Yeah.
Let me see. It's the testiginos, the guts of the lamb.
What?
Yeah, they're quite
It's
good actually.
what, mate?
Yeah, you put them on a you put it on a stick, you put them around, and then you deep fry them, like like patatas fritas, like fries.
Nice, I suppose, with a bit of red sauce on it.
Fine, you can put mayonnaise if you want. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but I would do anything to eat that now. Like grill, slow fire, the tasty meat melting in your mouth, all this grease.
Do you want a sausage?
You have one sausage? I will take it, eh?
Mm. You get like a little party cocktail sausage that just tastes of salt.
Yeah, I look at it. Fine. And I just check it.
Is that what it tastes like? A little bit.
Yeah, sure.
You're a kid.
The lamb guts that you fry like chips.
Yeah, they're awesome. You need to try once. You need to come to Cuenca.
Yeah, Charlotte, you have 2 MREs.
Cool.
Yeah, what is typical for you, man? I don't know. I've been in Poland here, I don't know for how long, and I still haven't tried any proper food.
What? You haven't had any homemade pierogies or kielbasa?
I don't think so. What's that thing? Is that
Pierogi, I mean, sorry. Jesus, I apologize to anyone who's Polish listening. I missed out a couple of letters from that word.
It is what you said, Matt.
No, the only thing I've tried here is vodka. Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Now I also miss vodka now. Fuck, This is making me very homesick.
Never got on with the cuisine out here myself. Always seems like 2 pickled onions, luncheon meat, and a glass of brine to wash it all down with plays merry hell with my guts.
Yeah, you seem like a lady of taste.
I belch.
I don't imagine they were serving you very good food where you were, Viv.
No. In the clink, you're lucky to get anything of a day.
Oh, is that common knowledge, I guess, to all of us?
It is now.
Yeah.
What's that clink thingy? Is that a Polish thing?
Choke you, mate. The nick.
The nick?
The big ass.
Jail, come on.
Yeah, I don't understand you with that accent, and your English is like, yeah, no idea, man.
Bars on the windows.
Captain Harvey kind of raises his eyes, looks over at you, shakes his head again, and tries to get some more rest.
So, Viv.
Yeah.
Viv, I'm gonna kind of scoot closer to Viv. Why were you in?
What's that, boy?
Why were you in jail? Did you kill someone? Did you steal something?
When she feels a little bit awkward, she makes a deep sort of ribbit right way back in the very in the depths of her throat. Someone singular is little bit of an understatement.
Is that more than one?
What?
I went down a bad path in life, boy.
I think you're scaring the kid, eh?
He can take it.
Like,
He's seen enough. He's seen enough for 2 lifetimes since he's been with us.
cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
Big job and a half to keep your innocence out here.
As an aside, it's a bit of an odd choice to be playing a kid during a post-apocalyptic setting, but all good.
Well, I mean, you're
It's
18,
cool, man.
aren't you?
I'm
Me.
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Captain Hardy, experiences. Leo, when did you first come to our unit?
I would say very early. I mean, I enrolled, right after my 18th birthday. I think I was 1 year training, and then I was sent directly to Poland. So 1 year, maybe 6 months. Not with this unit, with you guys, maybe a little bit longer in this theater. Not that long, but it feels like a lifetime.
Must have been just before I joined.
When did you join?
Well, probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks after you, probably, I would imagine. I was attached to a different unit, and then they shipped me over here, and was asked to kind of look after you lot. And then this all happened. So that was before. That was just before winter.
Yeah, it was tough this winter.
It was freezing. I think it was the coldest one for at least 15, 20 years. Must be, easily. Lost some good men because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
It was what Tolstoy described. Kid Willie.
Who is Tolstoy? Is that a reggaeton group?
Oh yeah, that's them. Bars for days, man.
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I don't read. Yeah.
Master Corporal? How long have you been
sorry?
with us? Captain Hardy
With
says,
this-
Master Corporal, how long have you been with us?
With this unit, or
Yeah.
God, I don't know. Did we ever talk about how long we've been with this section itself? Like, I'd be saying, I don't know, maybe like 2 years.
Ah, okay. So you've seen quite a bit then.
Yeah, I've seen my fair share of soldiers come and go.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what happened to the rest of your section?
Good question.
I know you were split up, but there was a few others of them, but yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think we were separated between 2 or 3 other platoons.
Right, okay. Guess that would be Alpha and Delta?
Yeah, what were we? We're Charlie, right?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't heard from them in a few months at all, so.
Yeah. Yeah, this shitty war. Well, we'll get out of it and join back up with the rest of them and see what they decide to do with us next.
Oh, let's hope so.
Do you reckon we'll find them in Opoc, no?
Don't know. Well, just try and see where we go from there. I figure it's the next biggest town. Last time I checked, there were Soviets to the north, and I know there was there was some 5th Infantry support groups down that direction. So hopefully,
Well, didn't we come up with a rendezvous point in case of separation?
well, we did until we got the "you're on your own" sort of speech from the powers that be. So, yeah.
I guess we didn't grow into that role that we are now the army.
Yeah.
We should have had a bit of a discussion amongst ourselves saying, so in case of emergency, run in this direction.
Yeah, you would have thought, wouldn't you? It was a bit of a fuck up, really, wasn't it?
To put it lightly, yep.
Well,
But I mean, it's military for you.
You seem
as the
very
person who's
It-
definitely been here long enough.
We're not in this for the organization.
Yeah, true. Well, look, I'm going to get some shot eye. I suggest some of you do the same, and we'll figure out what we're going to do in the morning.
So are we still in the, was it nighttime cycle?
Evening cycle.
Evening?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay, so I would turn to Viv and Dom and say, you two should get some sleep as well. I will stay up with Tony, and once our it's a fucking term I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it right now. But once once our watch is over, we'll wake you up and let you take the second shift.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you, my dove.
Remember, take off those socks and boots.
Yeah, mine are off already. All right. Yep.
For obviously for the actual rules themselves, only one person needs to stay awake over that shift, but it means they will not be able to get any sleep, and they'll have to, in a different shift, get some rest or some sleep to make up for it.
I'd be staying awake with him because he's like my fire team partner.
Yeah.
You do your watch in groups or in pairs.
Yep. Okay. So you'll stay up. Everyone else will go to sleep. You guys gonna just quietly stay up, or are you just gonna have a chat, reminisce, anything like that?
Sure.
Do you have a smoke?
Sorry?
I don't have any. Do you have a smoke?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Like, where the hell do you think you're going to find smokes in a world like this nowadays?
That's the real treasure, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the real currency.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess
You
I
look
would start
over
to...
and you see I'm smoking in my sleep.
I guess I would start to reminisce a little bit. It's like, geez, in 6 months you've been with us already, eh?
Yes, right before winter.
Yeah, and that means Dom would have been too far behind you.
No.
It's crazy. Fuck, that winter was awful.
I know. I've never seen a winter like this, honestly. We have this, also very cold winters in Cuenca. But here it was really freezing. I don't know what it was, but I really felt I was gonna die, honestly.
Yeah, it reminds me of the winters back home.
Yeah, Canada, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it worse?
Was this the worst?
No, if it is worse than here.
Well, it's probably about the same, I'm thinking. Pretty on par. I mean, back then we didn't have nuclear winters to contend with, so there is that. But living in the asshole fucking the north kind of sucks, so.
You know what I'm worried? I don't know if we are gonna make it out of this place, honestly. I try to cheer up and, take it easy, not to worry about the next day. But yeah.
Well, I mean, as long as we play it smart. I mean, we either make it out of this or we die trying. So, like, there's really only two options here.
Yeah, but that's the thing. you know, one day you think everything's gonna be all right, and then a straight bullet, you know, like that day, you know, when we met Dom.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean,
you
all you
have
gotta do is
died.
hope it's quick.
Yeah.
I've
guess.
seen my fair share of people suffering from stray bullet wounds and ricochets and whatnot, and
Are you trying to cheer me up or what? I mean, seriously.
war is hell, my friend. War is hell.
I mean, come on. You know, I still want to go back to my home, back to my family in one piece and still look sexy, okay? You know, I still have this little nick here, but, you know, still look all right, you know. I left some girls behind, but I want to go back.
Well, I think we are going to try and head back that way at least. I hope we can get back to the coast.
Ah, you're welcome.
I mean, if we get there at least, might have a decent chance of making it back down there.
Yeah, I'm not very good at geography, whatever. I just want to go back home, wherever we can find transport or anything.
Yeah, that could be ideal, getting a truck and trying to make some decent time south.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, I just hope that the captain knows what he's doing. You know?
Oh, I think he does. I've seen some shit officers in my time. He's not one of them.
Yeah, okay. I'll trust you, you know.
I mean, officers are a dime a dozen. Good ones are not.
I'm just new here. I'll do what they tell me to do.
Well, that's the best way. Just put
Sir.
your faith in the rank structure, and we will try and get through this together as best as we can.
Yeah, you continue to reminisce about the past, and you kind of ramble on until the early hours of the morning, and the morning comes, and you wake the rest of them up, which leaves you with a brand new day.
We didn't change? I thought we were the first watch and we will have a change.
Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense actually.
Yeah, so like midnight, we would wake up the other two and
then
rouse them.
sleep, and they would rest.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So sleeping, I took 1 damage to my stress for pushing. That comes that comes back when sleeping, right?
Yes, that's correct. If you're sleeping or you're resting, you can get that back, and that would require you to have eaten and drunk something as well.
Well, that's a question with drinking. What would we have drunk? Because I didn't really say anything about that.
So Charlotte had set up canteens and stuff while it was raining, so you could pretty much drink as much as you wanted from the rain. She also used iodine to...
Okay. I missed that, sorry. Yep, cool.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. So you and Viv spend the next... either you and Viv or you and Captain Hardy will happily take the next watch, whichever you prefer.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Viv sitting up, looking at a faded, crumpled photograph in her large tarantula-like hand.
Should I be I could be up with you. What you looking at?
No? Oh, nothing. And I make as if to cover the photo and sort of turn away.
Whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm a teenager who's been woken up in the middle of the night. That's about all the empathy I'm capable of.
Whereas I'm quite an old lady and I'm used to getting up at all hours to answer the call of nature. So I take it in stride.
All right.
You got any family out there, boy?
Just shake my head. Don't look at you.
You're better off.
Yep.
Do nothing but weigh you down.
Yeah, I've definitely got the back of my head towards you now.
You're not crying, are you, boy?
Nah, of course I'm not crying.
Well, if you're not crying, I'm definitely not. Tentatively, just reaching out a little hand to just awkwardly pat you on the head. Just slightly not knowing her own strength as well, so it's like, there.
What the hell are you doing? Leave me alone. Oh man, I'm so fucking tired.
Oh well. Do you want to see? I take out the photo and I show you the faded photograph of a girl probably about 10 years old. And the photo looks older even than that.
Who's that, your daughter or something?
It's my cafe.
Is that your daughter or something?
Yeah. That's my that's my cafe, that is.
She dead?
I don't know.
I'm looking at you with like a really like angry face of it.
She's seen some hard cases in her time. She's not going to be rattled by this. Like,
Yeah.
maybe she is. Maybe she ain't. It'd be nice to get a resolution one fucking way or the other.
Yeah, I bet it would be. She's probably dead. Everyone's dead. Just about.
You're not wrong. Seems like the whole world's gone to hell.
Well, at least we've got each other, right, Viv?
We do with that.
Two hard cases like us, right? We'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. Real rough stuff.
Yeah, I know. These soldiers here, they don't know what it's really like on the streets, do they?
They don't know what it's like out there. Chain of command and all that. Never had to think for themselves.
Yeah.
You and me were independent.
Yeah. That's right.
We can look out for each other, though.
What's that?
I'm saying I'm taking quite a confidential, like, I'm just sort of looking over at the sleeping bodies. And you and me, we can look out for each other.
Yeah.
It's like, never mind these Boy Scouts.
Yeah, well, we need them. Right? They've got the good guns. They know how to use them. I don't know. I've got this crossbow. It's pretty fucking cool, but you know, if we come across some professional soldiers or some, you know, a big group of bandits, we need these.
The Robin Hood bit's not going to be enough. That's what you're worried about, isn't it?
I'm not worried about anything. I'm just, you know, just trying to say, you know, like, we scratch their back by showing them how to, you know, how to survive on the streets. You know what I mean? Like, I can find anything as long as we're not in a shithole like this out in the middle of nowhere. As long as we're in a city or something. I'm gonna be the glue that keeps this group together. You know, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna start getting loud, and I'm gonna catch myself. I'm gonna be the one who's gonna make sure that nobody dies of starvation or any shit like that. Any of that boring shit. I reckon I'm the most important one in this group. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you, Viv, but you know, maybe we're at the same level. Yeah.
Everybody feels that way when they're 17.
17? I'm older than that. Jesus.
I let it lie.
Shit. Fuck. Bitch. Man.
What would you not want in the war? Oh, struck a teenager. Cool. Yeah. So the
Do I
rest
have
of
to
you-
roll? Do I have to roll a saving check for whether or not I'm scared to death? This little boy neck tits.
No, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah. The evening kind of like rolls on, and the morning turns up, and you all rested. You've all eaten. You've all drunk something. Your clothes are damp rather than wet, and it's stopped raining. It's still overcast, and it's kind of started to go a little humid, and it means that you can make your way out of this small little shack that you've had pleasure of sleeping in overnight, which means that there isn't really much of a camp to kind of tidy up, which is helpful. And Captain Hardy again says, right, we'll just head this way. I do believe that Leo has a compass.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
gave him actually.
So,
When I let him use it.
The privilege of rank.
Yeah.
And so you'll continue to head southwest, moving along the rest of the way. Are you going to continue to try, Viv, to look around while you're looking for anyone else? You appear to be going away from where you last saw the 5th Infantry, so you're now heading away from any kind of friendly forces that you're aware of at the moment.
No, I'm going to leave it.
Okay. So as you make your way through the horrible, damp, wet soil, you continue through farmland, through sort of like the odd brush of scrubland, and you make your way into the next hex. Are you going to do any of the things that I mentioned earlier? So do any of you want to try and forage for anything, hunt for anything, fish for anything? Do you want to try and scavenge anything? Is one of you going to keep watch? Would that be you, Matt?
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, I'm fairly good at scrounging stuff up. I've got a C in survival and a B in intelligence, so I've got a D10 plus a D8 for that. So I might be better. I don't know how other people are statted up for it.
So yeah, I mean, and then
Probably
obviously
Angel's also at least got 2 dice for survival.
right, so
far
bear
behind.
with me. For scrounging.
But my recon's also relatively good. So
The problem is that scrounging we cannot do it while we are marching.
No, you can't do it while you're marching, but what you can do is you can just take a bit of time to do that. So it depends on what you want to do, because you might want to march for a good portion of the day, get into your next hex, as it were, if you want to metagame it.
Let's do that.
And then in the afternoon, do your scrounging, your foraging, your hunting, that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'll
I've just had a quick
go on.
look, and scrounging is actually a tech roll as opposed to.
All right. Okay. That's fine. I've also got a D in that as well, so that's fine.
Okay.
I will probably roll then for keeping watch, I guess, over marching.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then I will propose at the end of the day, probably I will go hunting.
Okay.
Because I don't have any rations.
Yeah, you might want some food soon.
I failed that roll. What are the implications of failing a keeping watch roll? This is for encounters will get the drop on us, right?
It means so
If
it
there are
means that so that's pretty much it. It means that when the encounter happens, it's at a closer range. Whereas if you passed your recon roll, you would know when your encounter was before then, and then go, all right. So that gives you time to do.
I'm gonna push that roll.
So I do believe 1 second. You'll have to bear with me. I'm not sure if you can push a keep watch roll.
Oh yeah, it's a passive roll, isn't it?
It's a passive roll. So the new rule that they have with these is that if it's a passive roll, you can't make a push roll.
Yep.
So you wouldn't be able to make a push roll for that.
Yep. No, good.
Okay.
All right.
Right. So you kind of, again, it's more of the same kind of very dull, boring farmland that you're walking through. But as you're kind of getting towards, I guess, the middle of the day, after a morning's worth of marching, you can see in the distance some houses, and there is a small road which kind of you can now see has kind of joined sort of where the boundary of the farmland would be, which is then leading to a couple of houses in the distance.
Can we see any smoke or anything coming out of the like chimneys?
No,
chimneys or anything
there's
like
no smoke or anything coming out of any chimneys. But what you can see is that as you're kind of getting a bit closer, there's actually small copses of trees around. So there's actually places to kind of keep you out of the sightline of whoever happens to be there, if there is anyone there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I'm still taking point, then I would definitely be moving into the trees straight away as soon as I saw that there were some houses.
Yep.
Did the houses from the distance right? Can we tell if they look habitable or are they also ruined, like the shack we're in?
So from what you can see is there's definitely at least one habitable house, and then one looks like from where you are, maybe a bit of a it looks like it might be burnt out. So if I just do this, and I just if you want to follow me on my Gito, I'll show you a little map that's been pre-prepared. And you're kind of coming from the top right-hand corner of the map.
Okay. So
can I get a little indicator, please?
I can indeed. I will just, there you go, one bouncing ball for you. Oh, there's multiple.
did that work, Adam?
Are these the map that you were mentioning before?
No, try one more time. No, it's okay. I'll just zoom out and find it.
It's just go south, like
a map
below the
Go
bottom
south.
right of the map, of the big map.
And it's
Yeah, okay.
next to all the character portraits, where the initiative table is.
right. So
Aha. All right. This map, by the way, is by. Do you want to give a shout out?
It's by a wonderful guy by the name of Xavier Petermann, who I very kindly was looking through the Twilight 2000 by Free League Facebook group and said, do you mind if I steal that? And he very kindly decided to give me a much better version and a couple of other maps to go with it. So thank you very much, Xavier. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks. All right, cool. All right, so we're off. What you said we're near the like top right of this map. Which direction are we heading from? From the like due north, like straight above it?
Yeah, you're kind of heading from the top,
So like
right hand corner.
From here, kind of.
Yeah, from there. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So I will just show you on the map.
Oh right.
There you go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of coming from that direction. So you can either come from the north straight down,
We put
or
the
you can
tokens
come
there.
from the south.
Yeah. Why do you need a token on that map?
I don't know. Why would I need a token on that map? Well,
I mean,
just pick yours if you
I'm
want.
trying to follow the, like you said that there's kind of like a rough line of trees with copses and stuff. So I'm just basically going to be making following them, and then
Okay.
I guess once we get to the last copse of trees before the house, I would probably offer to sneak ahead because I'm the sneaky one, and just to see, like I'll offer to sneak up to the building and peek inside and see if anybody's inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then I will signal to the rest of the company, like, eyes ahead, lay low. No, something. Some hand signaling. Let's go, crawling.
So that's now Spanish military for going stealth is this.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I roll
Yeah,
a
make a
recon
recon roll for me. Yeah.
One success. I won't push that.
Yep, that's cool.
It's a 1 on the other dice anyway, so I don't think I can push that anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yes, you make your way to presumably to the first house that you come across, which is a single-story house with a shingle roof. It's a typical kind of from all the houses you've kind of seen in Poland, sort of like a brick building with a bit of like white or grey rendering around the edges. A lot of the rendering has kind of come off. You can see there's lots of bullet holes. A lot of the windows are broken and smashed. There doesn't seem to be anything else. You kind of get to the corner of the building and you look in. You can see that the building has been gutted. The door is hanging off its hinges. There doesn't appear to be much in there. You can see the framework of a metal bed with all the springs kind of broken. You can't see the mattress. And there's some chest of drawers and just what was left of a wardrobe which has been pushed over and broken to pieces. It looks like it was probably used for firewood.
Okay.
That's what you can see through the window in the corner of the house.
Okay. I'll turn back and do a signal, like give a thumbs up, and then do like a little like circular motion like this.
Come here. Yep.
That's what I'm thinking anyway. I mean, I have no idea if that's
the
right symbol or not. But yeah.
Let's speak to our resident military expert.
I forget.
And then while I'm kind of waiting for them to kind of come to my position, I'm gonna sneak around here to the kind of that edge of the house and just see if I can see anything in the house beyond.
Right. Okay. So as you sort of like sneak around, directly in your line of sight, you can see another burnt out house. When you look at it, it looks like there was probably some kind of explosion, maybe a mortar or something may have landed in it. And you can't see anyone. But as you get to that corner, you look in and you can see a front room, a lounge. There is what's left of a couch. There's a tape.
In that building ahead of me, or in this?
No, in this one here. So if I just point to it.
Okay, right. So there's like another window or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another window in there, and there's a sort of lounge which is obviously again been smashed open, and the couch is very badly used, and all the furniture inside is broken. There's a lot of damp that's got inside, and again it looks uninhabitable. As you look across, you can see the other building. It's all just broken down and smashed. You can make out 3 sides of the walls. It looks like it's been burnt out and gutted. There's no roof to it. And it just looks empty.
Okay. All right. I'll wait for I'm going to stay, kind of hold my position and wait for everyone to come to me.
So we'll move forward, carefully, with the gun ready.
There you go, Leo. You're now on the map.
Yeah, so I will probably move around. If Dom is on one side, I will probably take this one that seems more exposed and try to kind of be alert, because I see it's kind of a foresty area.
To the south there's forests.
So I will try to cover that position to see if there is anything moving around.
Okay. Can you make a recon roll for me as well, please?
Yes. So just intelligence or D8. One success.
Okay. As you kind of get to there, you do actually suddenly see some movement. Coming from this area here. time.
Okay. So I hold position, try to find kind of a little bit of cover,
Mhm.
and just aim my gun.
Right. Okay. You aim your gun, and you're trying to figure out what's there.
Yeah. Sur 4.
Yep. Just for you.
So what do I see? Looks like
You can see someone rummaging around just in the corner. He's kind of wearing, which looks like civilian clothes. He's got a rucksack on his back. He's got a rifle in his hands. And he seems to be sort of picking through some kind of debris on the edge of the building. But he's facing away from you, hasn't looked at you yet. You realize if he turns around, he'll be able to see you.
Okay. Where is the rest of the team?
So bringing up the rear, we have Angel, you're next.
Yeah, I'd probably go right behind Leo.
Viv?
I'm going to stick by Angel, if that's all right with you.
No problem.
Try and cover you.
Captain Hardy is going to go follow Dom. Okay.
Now, do I see this person at all?
No, from where you are, you can't quite see him. He's just slightly out.
So I'm gonna, once Captain Hardy kind of closes to me, I'm gonna kind of do like a sort of bundled over sprint jog over behind the house.
Okay. If you can make a move roll for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah, mobility.
Mobility.
Yeah.
Yep. My best combination of skill and attributes. So happy.
Mm-hmm. It's flat ground, so it's just straight roll.
All right. Yeah, I got a success.
Cool. So you can actually go the full 20 meters. Yeah.
That's just technically 2 hexes, right?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
So just there? Or
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so you sprint and run across. And you make it across. Leo, what are you going to do?
I turn around slightly to Angel. Where is the captain? Where should we go?
No, I think he's on the other side of the house.
Fucking no.
Hey, you're the one that went on this side of the house.
Expecting you guys to follow. Like you did.
My hand signal was so unambiguous.
I don't know if this guy's alone or there is a full battalion behind me. I mean, he doesn't seem military. He's not military, right?
He doesn't look military.
Regular clothes.
He's not wearing any uniform, or he doesn't have any patches to say that he belongs to any particular country or anything like that.
Okay. You cover me?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I stand up and I walk so slightly forward, and basically when I think he might be able to hear me, I say, "Renzo de Gure,"
Okay.
which means hands up in Polish.
Okay. Angel?
Shit. I'm assuming that Buddy is going to turn in our direction.
You would presumably assume that way.
So at that point, I would let my rifle hang by its sling and kind of put my hands up to show that I'm not armed.
So you're going to be next to Leo?
I'll be a few meters behind him.
Okay. Viv?
I'm going to back him up. I'm
Right,
going to
okay.
come out from behind Angel,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to be menacing with my shotgun in hand.
Okay.
Put that down. There's only
Right.
one of them.
Captain Hardy is going to come and follow your lead, Dom, but doesn't quite get as far as you. So, at which point, Leo then shouts, "Thank you for that. Now you can put us into initiative." So, we'll make it short and sweet. Pre-shuffle these cards if anyone didn't see last time, and I'm just going to assign some initiative from the top. So, Angel, you're on 3. Viv, you're on 4.
Nice.
I can move those if you just want to draw them. Just make it a bit quicker.
Okay. So Leo, you're on 2. Dom's on 5. The NPCs are on 1.
Awesome.
And Captain Hardy.
Captain Hardy is on 9. Poor Captain Hardy. Okay.
Can you duplicate the?
Yeah, we'll do. Hang on.
Yeah. All right, I got it. Oh, you got
There
it.
you
All
go.
right, cool.
Right. There's the expert in G-Tove right there. Okay. He turns around and raises his rifle.
Oops, sorry.
Right.
That's right.
So either he didn't understand me.
Or he just literally turns around with the rifle, generally pointing in your direction. He's got a little bit of cover, but not much. And he shouts back in Polish, "Stay back!"
I guess I understand that.
Yeah, Leo. It's your
Okay,
action.
I keep on pointing, aiming at him, and I say
Okay.
in English this time. Do you understand English?
He kind of looks at you. Angel?
I would be kind of waving my hand back at Viv to try and get her to lower her rifle or her shotgun.
Right.
And that would pretty much be my turn.
Viv?
I bring my shotgun to bear.
Right, okay. Dom?
I'm going to run to the other side of the building here. So I'm going to roll
Okay.
mobility for that, I guess. And
Yep,
then I want to
you
peek
can-
around the corner and see what I see.
Right, okay.
So let me make that mobility roll first.
Yep.
Because if I fail that, it means I only move 1 hex, right?
Yeah, you don't get all the way there.
But I can push it, right? I got 2 successes, so that's fine. I got a
you
12.
can push it, I think, yeah.
Got a 12 on my d12, so
Yeah, easy.
that'll do. So I've got to the corner of that building there. And
Right.
I'll-
So as you
Yeah.
get to the corner of the building, I've just revealed another one. So you can see the thing right there. You can see a man and a woman and a child are all sort of cowering in the corner of that building. You can see them through the holes in the wall.
Okay, good to know. As soon as I see that, can I on my turn? Can I still shout something?
You can shout something in.
Stand down! They're civilians.
Okay.
In English or Polish?
In English.
Okay. Captain Hardy continues to the corner of the building, drawing his pistol, and generally pointing it downwards, but towards the corner where the guy who was scavenging was. He ducks back behind cover and goes out of sight. Okay. So, Leo, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run towards this corner of the house where the guy was, basically, just to find some cover and.
Okay. So you are probably going to be able to make this hex there if you make a mobility roll for me.
Okay, so that will be my agility, which is D10,
Mm-hmm.
my mobility, which is D6. And D6. 0 successes.
Okay. So you get to go one. You get to go one hex unless you want to push it.
No, I will just stay.
Yeah.
I'm still aiming. I'm like moving fast, but trying
So
to.
you kind of get sort of
about running.
You get about there.
Fine, I'll stay there.
Yep.
I trust angels.
Angel. He's trusting you, covering him with your hands raised in the air.
I didn't see that. So.
Okay, well, I'm just going to move towards the corner of the house that I'm near.
Yep. That's fine. And Viv?
I'm gonna, can I comfortably have heard Dom shout?
Yeah, you can hear Don shout.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I sort of sigh heavily and lower my gun.
Okay.
I sort of hold it to one side, place one hand on my hip, slightly truculent teenager vibe, but standing down.
Okay. Right. Captain Hardy sees what's happened and rushes to where Dom is. Okay, Dom. Well, in fact, I lie. It's not Dom. It is Dom, guys. Yes. What are you going to do?
As the captain runs up, I'll kind of point inside and whisper to him. Look, it's like a family with a kid.
Shit.
We can't shoot him.
No, we can't. He kind of looks in to the building, and it's like, oh crap. Okay.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
See if you can talk to them. I'm going to go around you.
Okay. Can I do that on my turn still, or are we going to leave it until the next one?
Yeah. You could probably say your opening gambit to them, whatever you want to say.
Okay, Can they see me, by the way?
Well, they're kind of like down. They're kind of looking around.
Because I shouted kind of near the window.
So they can see where you're on the other side of the broken down wall. So yeah, they can actually see parts of you.
So I'm not actually going to stick my face in the window for fear of it getting shot. So from where I am, I'm going to kind of loudly in Polish say, "Look, we're not going to hurt you. We're the good guys. Just don't shoot us. We won't shoot you. Promise."
Okay. They kind of like nod their heads.
So innocent.
And they.
I can't see them nod their heads because I can't see them at all. Right.
Well, you can see through the wall, so you can kind of like see shapes and stuff.
Right.
And they seem to be gesturing or doing something, but you can't quite see what it is they're gesturing or doing. Okay. And then Captain Hardy's kind of making his way around. Right. So back to the NPCs. They say to you, look out, sniper.
Oh, shit.
Is what they say to you. As you hear a gunshot go out. So I will just, for the sake of fun, I'm going to just use Xavier as well. Really, I should put this to the chat of everyone listening. Who should I aim at?
You'll have to wait like 30 seconds for the response to come back.
That's all right. That just seems a bit mean.
Who'd you want to die, kiddies?
I mean, it kind of depends on where the sniper's at. And
Yeah.
they'll probably pick whoever's the easiest target, which is probably Captain Hardy.
Or me.
Or Leo,
Okay.
I would imagine, but whatever.
So I just got one success. A gunshot rings out. And I'll just get my stats there in 1 second.
What's Captain Hardy armed with again?
He has a pistol.
Oh, just a pistol. He hasn't got like an assault rifle or anything.
No, he's just got a pistol. It's all he could scrounge. There's a gunshot goes out, but nothing happens. So Leo.
Can I
guess-
just point of order? Who does
Yeah.
it not happen to?
Who does what?
Who does it not happen to?
Well, I'll go down the list and I'll let you know.
Okay.
So,
Leo.
I mean, did I feel that the shot came in my
You
direction?
just heard a gunshot from a high caliber rifle.
Hmm.
What are you gonna do?
And I run. But the point is that if I don't know where...
Which way?
Yeah, that's the question. That's what was... can I don't know.
If you want to find out where the gunshot is, you can stop and do a recon.
Well.
Is there any open window on this house
mate.
in front of me?
There is. So you could actually, you could probably throw yourself through a bit of the broken wall and a bit of window if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but
so I'm gonna just jump if I can.
To do that, you need to make a mobility roll.
Let's go.
But
Nobody
you would
said
be
it
able
was
to
gonna be easy.
hear at roughly where it would come
Yeah.
from, whether it's behind, front, left, or right, without
good.
any kind of check.
For dramatic effect, it's somewhere to the south.
Okay, I'm running and trying to jump through the window or whatever
Mhm.
empty space, throw myself on the floor.
Okay.
and I will try to provide cover to the other two guys. Rolling. One success.
Okay. So you can kind of get to about here in the building.
So I do that. And I just...
But then you're prone on the floor, which is good because it means that you're out of anyone's field of vision.
Yeah, I just throw myself through the open wall. And
Hey, this is a survival game, right? So
I survive, you die.
Angel.
I want to get into the house that I am up beside.
Yep, that's fine. If you make a mobility roll, please, just to climb through the window. Well, we'll do this properly. So it's at -1 to your difficulty. So if you take your lowest dice and just take one step down.
Okay, so that'll be a D6.
Mhm.
Nope.
No, okay. So you're kind of struggling to get it through the window, and you manage to kind of get caught trying to get into the window. Either your one of your bit of clothing or your rifle or something is kind of getting stuck as you're trying to get in. It just means you're kind of stuck there, and you'll get in there next round, and not this round.
Viv, help! Push me in!
Viv.
I'm going to get as close up to this wall here as I can.
Yeah. So you could actually get to about there. I'll just move you to
Oh, there.
there. Yeah, that's fine. You're still open. You're still in the open though, for anyone who happens to be down here or down here.
Can I examine? Can I do a reconnaissance on the structural integrity of the wall?
It's brick, so
Yeah, but it might have been in the wars.
it has been in the walls a bit. I mean, you could probably
Been in
there is a window just off to your right hand side, so you could potentially try and climb through there if you wanted to.
I mean, in my heart, I just want to burst through like the Kool-Aid man. But we'll play it your way for now.
Yeah.
Can I get in through that window?
If you want to make a mobility roll at -1, you can do. And hopefully you're not stuck like poor Angel is.
Yeah. So it's just 1d8 for me. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
No success.
Yep. Okay. You're also trying to find a purchase to get in, but you just can't get in. Just like
I'm too big.
Yeah. You're just trying to scrabble to get in.
Can I get stuck halfway through like Winnie the Pooh?
What, a bit like poor Angel is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of like trying to get the shotgun in, trying to climb in yourself. Okay.
What a revolting development.
So the shot came from down here somewhere.
Ah, okay.
And you can see that Captain Hardy is on the floor.
Good call.
Right. You hear another gunshot go out.
From which direction, roughly?
From the same direction.
Okay.
From around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One direction.
I guess southwest, right?
Yeah, southwest. And
yeah, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes. It is.
Can I grab Captain Hardy and drag him behind the house?
You'd have to go out around into the open to grab him.
I mean, can I do that in one turn though? Anyway.
It'd be an action to get to him and then an action to drag him. So yeah, you could probably try if you can. Yeah, I like that idea.
So, because he's not far from me, like, is
no,
it?
he's not far.
Would it be like a mobility roll or
Yeah.
something else? Stamina.
That is a very good question.
I think mobility might be a bit more like, well, it's move, but this seems more like a strength based.
It's a strength based roll, so yeah, make a stamina roll, I would say.
Okay, so D8 plus D6.
Mm-hmm.
I got one success on that.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of lean around the corner where he's laying. He seems to have got his chest is kind of bleeding, and there's blood all over sort of his dress uniform or his battle dress uniform. You grab him and you pull him with all your might, and you drag him around the corner.
Shit. You're gonna be okay, Captain. You're gonna be okay, Captain. Shit.
Yeah, he's currently holding his side, and he seems to be bleeding quite a bit.
Okay. Could have been worse, Captain. You could have got shot in the head.
Rolls his eyes at you.
It's a better bedside manner than Angel, at least.
Yes. he kind of like rolls his eye, smiles at you weakly. He goes, "Yeah, Angel." Right. So back to you lot then. You can hear some scrabbling, and Leo, you see this guy come running into the building or diving into the building just in front of you. Who's the guy that you saw scrounging around at the front of the building? You also see, you then hear another gunshot, And Angel, where you're getting into the building, you hear this crack sound as a round whizzes past you and goes into the side of the building, about, I don't know, 3 foot from where you're trying to climb in.
Jesus fuck.
I'm enjoying the kind of high farce image of this this war-ravaged house with two legs, sets of legs out the sides.
Yeah. You can hear the kid shouting and screaming in the corner of the room, and the mom and the dad are kind of like trying to keep the kid quiet. Leo.
So I guess I know where the shots are more or less.
Yep, more or less.
So and I imagine this guy who just came in is also trying to find
Yes.
cover. So I understand they are not a threat.
Yep.
So what I will try to see is move to the other side of the house, under cover.
Yep, you can do that.
Try to take a slightly, like a little peek. Try not to get shot in
a
face.
little peek. Okay.
Just
somewhere like about there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I'm
you can
with
do
the
that.
gun and trying to see if they are all. I guess they are not in the open. They probably are on the forest, but yeah.
Yep. Okay. If you can make a recon roll for me.
Yes, which I'm terrible at. If I would have known. So that this is so useful. I'm only gonna roll.
Note to everyone wants to put XP in recon.
Yeah, D8. Yeah, that's gonna be my. Yeah. Nothing.
Okay. Do you want to try and push it?
I guess it seems like a bad situation. So yeah. No.
No.
So I take stress.
You take 1 stress.
Okay. So where do I put this? I put it on the G top, right?
Yeah, and I'll take it off your actual initiative card, which has got all the stats on as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Done. Okay. Angel, you managed to climb in through the window and get your head down.
Can I move to the back of the house while inside the house?
Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty straightforward. You can actually go through the house and out the back if you wanted to.
I want to.
Yep. Cool. Not a problem. It doesn't really require you to do anything because you're just traveling straight through the house. It's fairly, even though there's stuff broken on the floor, it's not sort of difficult to walk through.
Cool.
What's your plan from there?
That would take my movement turn, correct?
Yeah.
Well, my fast action.
That's your fast action? Yeah.
Yeah. Slow action, I would see if I could see anything from peek around the corner of the house.
Yep, sure. Make a recon roll.
So that is just my intelligence, which is D10.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a success.
Yay. You can just make out that there is someone there.
Well, I got no line of sight from there, so.
Yeah, you reckon that's probably where it came from.
Okay.
Ish.
Using my high intelligence to do some maths and try and figure out the angle that I was shot at, and.
Yep. Viv.
Gotcha.
You managed to scramble into the house.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, something else further was going to be required. Let me just move is going to be in the window.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It just meant that you
Is there
can,
a
at that
window?
turn- Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a window you can
Okay.
easily climb through. It's not a problem.
Oh, I mean, is there a window on the other side of the house that I
There
can sort of
is.
look at?
Yep, there is.
Okay.
There's a window in every corner
I-
of the house.
Okay. Do I see anything out of? Well, I would have heard the shot impact into the wall next to
Angel?
Angel. Can I use the cover of like the sill to like
Yeah.
try and have a look out behind us?
Yeah, you can do. So if you want to make a recon roll as well.
Mm-hmm. Is that with any disadvantage?
No, just a straight recon roll. You kind of know the general direction it is, so you just need to kind of see if you can spend that sort of like 5-10 seconds trying to focus on an area, see if there's anything that's out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
If the
Successes.
Hmm?
2 successes.
oh, nice. Indeed.
It's literally like
there he is. Yeah,
super looking.
you can see. It looks like a gentleman
There's
with
the $6 million man sound effect.
Yeah, you can see a gentleman with a rifle and a scope, just kind of in the tree line. He's not laying down or anything. He's just kneeling next to a tree. Hence, you can see him. He's not particularly doing a particularly good job of concealing himself. That you can see.
What does Angel have? Because I'm not particularly good. I'm got a lot of range with my shotgun.
Your shotgun's not going to hit him.
Yeah, I mean, our assault rifles could do something, but
Yep.
we'll take penalties at this range.
Can anyone hear me?
You will. Yeah, sorry, you faded out.
You're breaking up a little bit, Adam. Just to let you know.
I may
Yeah.
be.
What was that?
Hear him at all.
We might be.
Bit of distortion at this end as well.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay. I'm wondering if I can give any benefits to Angel if I like mark out the target for her. Is that something we could do?
That is a rule which I haven't looked at, but yes.
But that is not something I'm willing to do.
There you go. Thanks. That means I have to look for it.
Thanks.
I am the medic.
Indirect fire rules next time.
Can I borrow your assault rifle?
No.
Okay.
Give me your gun.
I'm just gonna hedge my turn this time.
Okay. Dom.
Oh, I don't know. I've pulled the captain back. I have a crossbow. I'm not particularly inclined to stick my neck out and try and take pot shots at anyone, so I think I'm just gonna sit tight.
Have you
That
called
seems-
out to me?
I will call out to you now and say, "Captain's been shot.
Shit, I'll get right there.
He's still alive though."
Good, put pressure on his wound.
Ugh. I'm gonna stick my dirty teenage hands I haven't washed for like 6 weeks on his wound.
The sound effects are absolutely vile.
Sort of sucking wound, you're okay.
Okay.
Freddie Meddings there. Okay. Clearly, obviously, Captain Hardy's not doing much else. He's kind of still moving a little bit, but obviously, as soon as you start putting pressure on, he kind of just realizes he needs to just lay there and not do anything.
Yeah.
Right. Leo, from your vantage point where you are, the the gentleman who was scrounging basically puts his head up over the over a bit of low wall, puts his rifle up, and fires a shot in the general direction where he thought the shot was coming from. And when he's fired the shot, he pulls the rifle back down, pulls the bolt out, the round comes out, and he slams another one in. He's just got an old-fashioned World War II rifle. But you don't know if you see anything. Leo, it's your turn.
So I'm asking, where is he? Ande, where?
He kind of looks over again. Right. My turn.
It's my turn, or?
I'm just going to interrupt you for just a second.
Okay.
He kind of looks up briefly. As he looks up briefly, he gets shot in the head. And the back of his head explodes, covering you with his bits of brain, and he falls to the floor dead. Leo, it's your turn.
I didn't do that, eh?
No, that wasn't you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, well, I don't know where he is basically, right? Still. Oh, fuck's sake. The rifle
You're in the
that he
danger
has,
zone.
yeah, he has a scope, right?
You would imagine so.
Yeah, so I put my gun behind me, and then I look for this rifle. I take his rifle. I mean, I take it from his bloody hands, I guess, and all the mag and everything. And I just try to see if it's in order, and
it is.
Yeah, and I will try to find a different position. If I mean, I don't know if I can do all that, but basically, I will...
yeah. You basically grab his rifle, pick that up, have a look at it, and then you start to look where you're going to move. That'll be the end of your Okay, Angel.
So would he now be under what is it? Coolness under fire?
Yeah, I forgot about that. So well done.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, no, because he actually wasn't shot at, and the guy didn't get a chance to fail his coolness under fire. So technically, he's not under that.
And I don't get shocked by this kind of thing, right? I mean,
and it was a single round. It wasn't anything else.
Yeah, but being splattered with brain and gore and shards of skull.
I like that idea. Yeah, that seems like a very good.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Good shout.
Excellent.
Cool. So this is how the coolness under fire will work. So if you can make a coolness under fire roll, which is your coolness under fire stat, plus the unit morale, which is also on your character sheet.
So D8 for my coolness and D10 by unit morale.
So you need to roll those, and you need a success. If you failed your coolness under fire roll, anyone within the same hex would also have to make a coolness under fire roll, or also make a roll. And if they fail, anyone next to them also has to roll. So it's a bit like the panic balls from Alien.
It's nearly a fumble.
Yeah,
nearly a fumble.
I think it. Yeah.
Got a 1 and a 2.
Not good, eh?
I mean,
not good.
Can you push coolness under fire rolls?
You can indeed. If you fail, and so you'll take 1 stress. If you push and fail, you'll take 2.
I will push because I want to be able to do something.
Okay.
We start shouting and go nuts. Fucking hell.
Got it.
1 success.
1 success. Excellent. Okay.
So 1
yes.
stress
So yeah, you get the 1 stress for pushing, but you remain focused, even though you've got a bit of brain matter and bits of skull on your chin.
It's this season's big statement look.
So can you take out one of the dots?
I will do. Yeah, I'm in the process of doing it now.
Excuse me.
That's right.
You know,
There you go.
play fair.
You're down to 3. Excellent. Angel, all yours. And I appreciate that we're kind of coming to the end of our 2-hour slot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to try and run as close as I can towards Dom and the captain.
Yep, you'll probably get to about there. If you make a mobility roll.
Okay. What was my mobility again? Nothing. So I get D8.
You need long, gangly legs like Dom.
Can I push this?
You can.
You'll take some damage.
Yeah, it's no success either way.
Okay. So push it, so you lose 1 hit capacity in stress. Everyone was saying that they wanted to see what happens if you start taking damage. So, so you get.
You're so obliging.
I try really hard, you know.
Thanks, GM.
They did want a crit roll, but unfortunately, it hasn't happened yet. I've tried really hard.
So then I can still get to them using both of my turns for movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can kind of.
And I just won't be able to do
them.
anything until
Next round.
Yeah.
Viv, you are in your
I'm going
house.
to.
Oh, we've lost you, Adam, again.
No. Any luck?
We might have to sacrifice
Just get him.
him.
Yeah, I think just give him a couple of seconds. He'll cut back in.
No problem.
It's the fixer up of.
Yeah, I think he said.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you've broken up. I didn't get any of that.
You're back now, Adam.
Oh, there you're back.
Quick, tell us what you wanted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. I want to run after Angel and try.
Okay.
Well, I want to try and get to Dom because I'm worried about the kid.
Okay.
Just
if you wanna
remind me
make-
how many hexes it is.
So you can go 2 hexes with a mobility roll as a fast action, or I think we've kind of like sort of said, if you take 2 fast actions, you can go 2 hexes
So if you
Mhm.
roll your
Okay, I'll
mobility.
take 2 fast actions.
without making a roll. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, okay.
So it takes your fast action and your slow action to get there. Okay. And
idea.
Captain Hardy is.
Hey, don't
starting to
forget, you
breathe.
keep forgetting me. I'm after
yeah.
Viv.
Poor old Dom. He's just hiding there. That's why.
No one ever pays attention to the kid.
No.
I guess.
Sorry, Matt.
I guess I've been told to keep my hands on the wound, so never mind. I wanted to shoot I want to see if I could shoot my crossbow, but
Well, it
That's
depends
fine.
if you want to take your hands off his
no.
wound.
Maybe later.
And yeah, I think that seems like a good place to leave it
Yeah.
in the middle of what's going to happen next.
Mhm.
And I can go back and
Cliffhanger.
read some more of those rules again. And we can use some of the new combat rules that we changed. So
It's good.
Yes.
We're all learning.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those that that tuned in from last session, some of the rules have changed, so we'll have to kind of repurpose them and show them later on. So, yes, I think that's probably the best place to leave it. Hope you guys have fun. And lady, I always forget about you. Sorry, Charlotte.
And that's why I keep on bringing up all these rules.
Yeah.
That'll teach you.
No, that's good. I need the reminding.
Cool.
Well, it's also just the
Indeed.
application of the rules in situations that we're going to get into.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Tune in next month where we'll all be absolutely Butch Cassidy'd.
It might happen.
It may well do. I mean, it could go horrendously wrong. We've all been very lucky so far.
Well, not tell it to Captain Hardy, but yeah.
Well, and
He's
the poor
not real.
NPC.
He's technically
He's
now
not a
wearing.
real man. Like,
He's technically
good
now wearing a
Houndstooth
red
and
shirt.
Dom are.
If poor old Captain Hardy dies, then your unit morale goes to the next highest ranking member of the team, which would be Angel. What's your command?
C.
D8. C.
Yeah, so that's what your morale.
Oh right, so unit morale is based on the command of the. Okay, that's interesting.
Of the command of the highest ranking officer
Okay.
who's leading the group.
Cool, I like that.
So, but obviously he's got quite a high command, so you want to keep him alive. But yeah, so that is it for session. Again, I wanted to say thanks to Xavier for the map, and thanks to you, Matt, and to Free Leagues for allowing us to do this again. This is good fun. I look forward to next session.
And thanks
Yes,
again
very
for
much so.
GMing too, Ed.
Always happy
Cheers,
to.
Yes.
Xavier.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah.
Big thanks to everybody who was watching live and in the chats. And yeah, if you like the show and you haven't done it already, please hit the subscribe button, and it really helps the show. And we're on Discord. We're all chatting in Discord quite often. So if you want to have a talk to any of us, Discord is the best place to go. There's a kind of a link down in the bottom of this video, the threeskulls.tv/Discord. There are also links to all of our social media also in the description, and links to all of the players too. In fact, all of our Twitter accounts are all linked there. So
I'd just like
Yeah.
to say that I was after the last session, it was really nice to see everyone talking about it on various social media platforms, and it was really good to see that people were getting back into Twilight 2000. Some older players as well as some Free League players as well. So
yeah,
I'll look forward to seeing what other kind of comments they have about what we've showcased today, and see what they think.
yeah, awesome, cool. All right, so that's us. Once again, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much.
Goodbyes are always awkward.
Yeah.
That's it for us. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream shortly, and yeah, catch us next month where we'll be continuing. I think we've got a date, don't we? Let me just
We do have a date.
shut that out very quickly. 8th of October,
Yeah.
which I think is exactly 4 weeks from now. Yeah.
Yep.
So 8th of October, 4 weeks from now, we'll be running the next session live. So
Get some rest, for tomorrow we die.
Quite possibly.
cool.
Yeah,
All right.
no joke.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, all of you.
All right.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.
Bye.